welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much to my subscribers. Welcome newcomers. I hope you like what you see, and if so, be part of this journey with us. And I want to thank every single one of you that have been with me from the start and that give me the thumbs up and comment and share my videos. Thank you so much. I am grateful to every single one of you. I also would like to mention right up top, there's 3 little buttons. You can click there, slow down the video to the speed you'd like, and there is the CC closed caption. Everything I will be calling out the stitch will be written down here, so it makes it easier for you to pause and take notes. I also would like to mention in the description box, there is the link to the slow down the video in case you don't know how to do it. You could just click there. It's a 2-minute video, and you can see how it's done. It's very simple and easy, not complicated at all. I also would like to ask you to please, if you like the video, to give those thumbs up for especially newcomers that you're new to the channel. It helps the channel to circulate worldwide, and it helps other people to recognize and become members. Thank you so much for that. I also would like to mention for the people that have extra yarn, extra thread, if you want to give a helping hand to the women in need, desperately in need for it, please reach out to me either through Instagram, TikTok, my Facebook. I have a Facebook crochet group. You can become a member part of it as long as you have a profile on your Facebook. You're more than welcome to request and join in our group. We're a beautiful little group growing each day. I also have a crochet page. You can follow me there. And you can message me on Instagram and help to donate. There's also a $sign below the video. You can donate through there whatever you feel like to help out the women. Or in the description box, there's my PayPal account. You can do, give it through there too, so I can buy the thread and send them out to them. And we are grateful and humble, very much so, for your kindness and your good heart. So please do help, okay? So we are going to get started. I usually use hook 3.5 or a 3, a small one for tucking in loose ends, and a pair of scissors. And 99.9% my thread is 100% cotton thread. It's a 4-ply, same thing as Aunt Lydia, number 3. So we're going to get started, everyone. Thank you so much again for being part of this journey with me. Okay, everyone, so yesterday I had launched a video for this beautiful flower bud doily placemat if you go bigger, or even for like a coffee size and a tea size cup. It's perfect, or for just any decoration. We are going to do the runner. This is for a bedroom, by the way, and this is for the dresser. I'm just going to make it a little bit longer. I started off with 40 chain stitch, but I'm going to go a little bit longer just to get a little bit more of size on the dresser, and this will go on top of the armoire, which is smaller. Besides, the armoire is tall. You can't almost see the pattern, right? But we are going to create this one today. I'm sure that some of you have seen, I've created already plenty of patterns with this motif, but normally it's 3 double crochets. On this one I did 4 double crochets. Here we have 6 motifs on the corners, so whatever we do on one side we have to do on the other. So we're going to get started, everyone. I hope you like it. Please give a thumbs up on the video if you do so, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It does help the channel. Thank you. So first thing we want to do is that slip stitch knot. Now normally when we do a slip stitch knot, it does not count as a stitch. I am going to do maybe like 48. I'll let you know at the end. I'm making it a little bit longer than the other one. The other one, let me give you the measurements. 52 centimeters. So I'm going to go a little bit longer. So I'll let you know at the end how many chain stitch I did. Okay, so I decided to go with 50. So I added 10 more. Now I'm going to do 1, 2, 3 more chains. That would total 53. I'm going to come back on my 4th, not counting the one that's on the hook. So 1, 2, good heavens, 1, just redo that one properly. 1, 2, 3, and on my 4th, I'm going to grab both loops. Don't grab only one because then it's going to curve. Okay, and now we're going to do 1 double crochet per space on each loop until the end. Make sure that you grab these 2 loops here in the center, because if you grab only one, it's going to stretch. Not pretty. So this is row 1. I'll meet you at the end. So I've completed my double crochet and I have a total of 48 double crochet. Now if you missed one, just add another one anywhere. And if you're short, not if you're short, if you have too much, just take down one or whatever. Okay, so inside of the same space here on the last one, I'm going to increase by 6 more because that's for our corner motif. So we have to fit 6 more double crochets inside of the last same one. So I've done 2. Three, 4, and it becomes tighter, of course. 5 and 6. Now you got to make sure that you have your 48 on the other side. So we don't count the 6 we did, but we go right on top of the last 48 double crochet that we did here. And we continue to do double crochet over double crochet, trying to hide my thread here at the same time, all the way to the end. And getting to the end on the last one, we're going to add the 6 double crochets exactly how we just added here on this one. So I'll meet you at the end. Okay, so I have my 48 double crochet. On the same one, I'm going to create 6 more. So this is the increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I'm going to come here on my 3rd chain and I'm going to close it up. Okay, and then I'm going 1, 2, 3. On my next space, double crochet. My next space, double crochet, and my next space, double crochet. So I'm going to have a group of 4. Chain 2. I'm going to skip 1, 2. On my 3rd one, we're going to create those groups again of double crochet. 4 double crochet. I have a little knot here, which I'll fix afterwards. Okay, everyone, so I had to change color because the other one had too many knots in it, and I completely decided not to use it. I'll get another fresh one at the store and finish up my pattern, but I will do the tutorial with this color because I was going to do a set on this color, which has, this is 10, and I will be using the aqua blue somewhere. So I'm most probably going to use this aqua blue with it. Okay, I'll see as I go. Depends how I feel about it. Okay, so basically I had to redo it and catch up to where I was at. So automatically we closed in the 6 extra that we did here on the corner, 3 chain, double crochet, 1 per space, group of 4, 2 chain separation, skip 1, 2. On the third one we create the 4, and then again chain 2 and skip 1, 2 on the third one and create the groups of 4 again. We're going to do this all the way to the end. I'll meet you at the end. So I finished my last group and I have 7 groups of 4 double crochets. Okay. Let me just check something here. Okay, so I had to check because I thought I made a mistake somewhere, and I had added 5 double crochets in one, so I had to take it down and redo it again. So it's 8 groups of double crochet, 4 double crochets, 8 groups, not 7, my mistake. So you come to the end and you have those 2, you skip those last 2 and you go directly into where we have the extra double crochet. So we're going to add, we're going to add 2 together in the same space and 2 chain separation, next space, 2 together. So we're going to create those 6 groups, 2 chain, next space, 2 together, 2 chain, next space, 2 together, 2 chain, 2 together on the next space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We're going to skip 1, 2 on the third one. We're going to create the 4 double crochets, 1 per space. Probably best that I put my dark towel. You can probably see better. And I forgot to do my 2 chain. Wow. 1, 2, skip 1, 2 into the third. And do your 4 double crochet. That's why it's always important to look ahead of the video, because sometimes mistakes can be done. And I don't add it, because sometimes you can do them. And I'll teach you after how to fix them as we go, right? So skip 1, 2 into the third one. We're going to continue to create the same thing. Now when we get to the other corner, we're going to do exactly the same thing. We're going to add 2 together on the same space where we increase those 6 double crochets on the corner. But I'll meet you at the corner. Okay, so I'm doing my last one. Now, on my last one, skipping 2, I will only have 3 left. So I'm adding 2 on the same space just to make sure that we have that 4 group, exactly like we have on the other side. And that gives us the 8 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. I'm going to do my 2 chain and go directly inside of the first. Just see here to make sure 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that means I have to just give me a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I didn't have to skip. I had one in there. Okay, it was the hidden one in the corner. Sorry about that, people. 2, 3, and 4. So I didn't have to add the 2 together. Chain 2. I'm coming directly into the first double crochet of the 6 that we increased and do 2 together. Next space, 2 chain separation, 2 together, 2 chain, next space, and we're going to create these 6 groups of 2 double crochet together on the same space. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, and the last one here, and 2 chain. I'm going to close it in on the last chain that we started with the 3 going up. So now we have the 6 groups, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and 8 groups of 4 double crochet. So now we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is row 3. We're going to come directly inside of the first space here and create our groups again. 4 double crochets, 2 chain, and into the space again. 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and again, 1, 2, and again. Create your 4 double crochets and 2 chain space. I'll meet you at the end. So I've created my groups, and now on this row 3, you're supposed to have 7 groups of 4. Next row, you're going to have the 8 groups. Next row, 7 groups. And that's how it's going to be done. So I'm on my last group here. I'm going to do 2 chain. I'm coming in my last double crochet here and doing only 1 double crochet, 2 chain, and coming in to my first group of 2 in the corner, doing 1 double crochet, next space, 2 double crochet together. So we're increasing now. We're going into 3 double crochets, 2 chain, next space. So it will always be like this, always an increase on the corners and always adding on the last double crochet. So now we have 3, 2 chain coming into the first one, 1 double crochet, next space, 2 together. Now exactly what we did here, 1 chain, we'll be doing it here also, 1 chain, okay? Because the whole purpose of this is to have a straight line as you see here. So we're here now. So we basically have 1, and then next row we'll fill in the 4. Next row only 1, next row 4, next row 1, next row 4, and so on. And we must finish with only 1. Whatever length you'd like. You can go as wide as you want. It doesn't really matter as long as you finish with 1 double crochet only at the edge. So I finished my 6 groups here, chain 2, and I have to do the same thing. On my first one, I'm doing only 1 double crochet, exactly like we did here. 2 chain, and we continue to do the groups. So you know that on the end of this row, you must do only that 1 also, right? So we did 1 here and 1 here. We also have to do 1 here on the last one, and we already have this one here. We started with it, so when we close up, we're going to close on the 3rd chain. I'll meet you there. So I pretty much finished and closed in my 3rd chain, so we have 1 on this side and 1 on this side. Now This is always going to be the same thing, always an increase on the last double crochet, 2 of them. So we started with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. I'm going to repeat the same thing again, chain 3 inside of the space here, 3 double crochets. So we're going to have a total of 4 again. We're going to repeat the same thing as row 2, to chain and 4 double crochets. This is going to be a repeat like this until the desired length you'd like. I'm going to do, including the first row here, 11 rows. So 1, 2, 3, this is 4. I'm going to go up to my 11th row and finish my 11th row with only 1 double crochet. You can go bigger if you like. There's no point of keep repeating it. So on my 11th row, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So I have 11 double crochets on my 11th row. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Just keep increasing your 2 on the corners, this corner and the other. Make sure you always have a row of double crochets and a row of 1 only next row double crochets, which is the one we're doing now, and the next row only 1 double crochet. You must stay a straight line up. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end of my 11th row. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished doing row 11. So from the first row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, going into row 12. So like I said, if you want it wider, you can just continue up. I think this is wide enough for me. I'm going to do chain 3. Inside of the space, I'm going to do only 2 double crochet and 1 per space here. This row will be only double crochets. And again, 2 inside of the space. I'm going to put it in, you can do it like this if you'd like, but I'm going to put it in the space here. I think it will look nicer, but you can do it the other way that I started doing. So 2 inside of the space and 1 over the double crochet from the previous row. So 2 inside of the space all the way through. Even here 2 and 1 on top, and then 2 inside of the space here. And we're going to do the increase at the end here on the edges where we have the 2 double crochet. We're doing 2 and 2 inside of the space, but I'll meet you there at the edge. So as you see, 2 inside of the space, 1 over the double crochet, 2 inside of the space, and we continue on. At the end, 2 together. Inside of the space, we're going to do the 2. continue on the same way with the double crochets. Okay, so nothing to it. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much finished row 12. Now what I did was I put a little marker here, the half and half, and of course the half would be, we have 6 motifs here. So in the middle, so after my 3, in the middle of the 2 double crochets right in the center. So we have 3 on this side and 3 on this side. And I put in the middle there, and I put in the middle here. And why did I do this? I did this so we can have the same amount of flowers on this side as we have on this side. In case we're short or too much stitch on one side, maybe it could be 1 or 2 extra on one side or less on the other. So we'll just work around it. We have to have the same amount of flowers in order for the pattern to balance out. Now on that one I had skipped 4 space, and I find that there's too much flowers together. So I'm going to skip 5 space on this one and let the flowers breathe, right? So I'm going to come in with this lime green. You can use a deeper green if you like. I'm just grabbing whatever I have. So I'm basically going to start here where I put the marker. I'm going to count, actually I'm not going to count nothing. I'm just going to start where I put the marker there on the middle. So we have the 2 double crochets here. Remember, there's 3 motifs on this side and 3 on the other. I'm going to grab the first double crochet that leads to, which is the half. And I'm going to do a single, and then I'm going to do the triple crochet. So I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th one. Now if I needed to do the triple, I think it's called, then I would 1 chain, and again turn twice in the same space, 1 chain, we're going to do this 7 times. 1 chain. I'm almost doing 2 chain. Oh, if your stitch is too tight, you can do 2 chain. And triple. So I have 2, 4, 5. Whoops. A habit of doing 2 chain, right? 6. Just cut this little annoying piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 chain. And we have the 7. And again, I'm going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th one. Now this makes more sense too. I'm lying down on the 5th, and I should have paid attention when I was creating the other pattern, because if you realize the length of the triple is almost the length of the same thing as skipping the 5. And again, so you hook in on your 5th with a single, and skipping again, 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th, and give it a good stretch. Like, don't tighten it too much so it can firmly lie down the stems of the flower here. And we're going to continue again to do the 7 triple crochet, and then skip the 4 space and go into your 5th with a single. And that's just how we are going to do this all the way around. 2, 4, 6, 1 chain, skip 1, 2, 3, 4 on my 5th one, single. Okay, and now make sure we have the same amount on this side from here to where we have we need to make sure that we have the same amount on this side too of these. Okay, so this is the center. I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm almost at the middle of the pattern. Now, if I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I'm going to end up on the last one here on the motif. That means that I'll be missing here 2 spaces. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go directly 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm coming into my 7th because that's the middle of my pattern, and it doesn't change anything on the pattern. And like this, I'll have the same amount on the other side. So that means I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 groups of stems on this side, and I should have 13 also on this side. And if we need to cheat the 2 space, we'll do the same thing here at the edge. Okay, so I'll meet you at the end. Okay, everyone, so I'm on my last one, and I do have 13 on this side. So if we skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we're going right into where we started, and it works out just perfect. So I'm just going to do a slip stitch right through there, and then I'm going to cut my thread because we're going to start on the flower buds, which is popcorn. So I'm just going to tuck in the loose end, put it through the stitches here because the popcorn is going to cover it up, so we'll be safe. So 13 groups in one side of the stems and 13 on the other, and it's going to give perfect balance. Now I have to make a decision if I'm going to go with the blue or I might just go with the yellow. Let me decide this one. So I have a multicolored yellow, copper, white, lime green. I'm going to try to see if I like this. So the first thing you want to do is that slip stitch knot and leave a little bit of string so you can tuck it in, or else your patterns can come apart. You can start anywhere. So I'm just going to start here. So you're going to come in between the first and the second triple, which is that first space, with a single. Try to hide my thread here at the same time. And 1, 2, 3 chain. I'm going to come back in and do double crochet. I'm going to do this 5 times. 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to come into my first double crochet here on the 3rd chain and close it in with slip stitch. Chain 2 into the next space and create your 5 double crochets. So we have 4 and 5. Should I hide this thread a little bit more? I know I can cut it, but I want to make sure that it is well tucked in because, you know, these things are very fast to come apart. So I'm going to come back and tie it in here. One more. And 5. Now, for some of you can turn your pattern if you find it easier not to take the hook off and go into the first double crochet and close it in with slip stitch. Chain 2, and again into the next space and create your 5 double crochets. Finally got my little thread hidden. 4 and 5. I'm just so used to taking off my hook, but you can do the other way too if you'd like. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to create 6, okay, bud flowers on each space, 5 chain, close it up on the first double crochet with slip stitch. So now I have my 5 flower buds, 6 I should say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I also want to mention for people that are using thicker thread yarn, this is a 4-ply, but let's say you're going into a 4 or a 6, don't do 5 because it's thicker thread yarn. It becomes too thick, so do 4 or do 3, but normally it's 4. For people that are using thinner thread, like Aunt Lydia, it's very thin, right? So you need to go up more rows, but for this will be too thin as the flower buds. You can do 6 double crochets. Okay, so chain 2, coming directly into the next space of the other flower and doing the 5 double crochets. And we're just going to repeat this all the way around, so nothing to it, right? Next space. Coming into the first double crochet and closing it in with slip stitch. Chain 2 and repeat. So when you get to one motif to the other, it's just chain 2. Okay everyone, so I'm on my last one. Did my 2 chain, and I'm going to come right in the center here where we closed off and do a slip stitch. And I'm going to come back with my green, my solid green, my lime green to do the rest of the leaves of the flower. So I'm just going to hide in this white thread here in between the rosebuds here, because the next row is going to cover this leftover thread. You could even do a little knot here to make sure, and just go through one more and cut the other axis off. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so this is the last row, which I believe it's row 15. So we did 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now you can grab any corner here or anywhere, and we're going to go in between the popcorn stitch on any flower motif, single, 2 chain, and 3 more. I'm going to come back down to my second chain, and I'm going to do a popcorn, either slip stitch if you want, or single. 1, 2, 3, 4. On this second double crochet that we do, I did 4 chain for the popcorn, And we're going to do one more double crochet. So it's 3 double crochet inside with 3 peacock, not popcorn. I don't know why I'm saying popcorn. Peacock and slip stitch. Okay. And into, I'm trying to pull my thread here, into the next popcorn space, single. And again, into the next one, double crochet, chain 3, close it up. With peacock and double crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and close it up in the center here. Slip stitch and double crochet, 1, 2, 3, close it up, slip stitch into the next space of the popcorn, single, and into the last space of the popcorn here, 1, 2, 3, after you do your double crochet, and another double crochet. So we'll have 3 double crochets per space here, 1 single the next, 3 double crochets, 3 peacock, single. So this one is 4 double crochets, slip stitch, and the last double crochet, 1, 2, 3, slip stitch, and directly a single between the flower motifs here again. So it's going to look like this. Just try to cut the X's here. And then you continue again in between the popcorns there, which is the flower buds, and then chain 3. So you do a double crochet, chain 3, slip stitch, double crochet again, 1, 2, 3, 4, peacock, slip stitch, and one more double crochet, 1, 2, 3, close it, slip stitch, and into the next space directly with a single. Okay, so that's what it's going to look like. And we're pretty much done with this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Please give a thumbs up if you do. Share it on your Facebook public with your friends and family. Let's all grow together and have other people come and check it out and maybe be a member and subscribe. And for those of you that have been following me and haven't subscribed yet, please do so. It's free. It costs nothing. It's just a click of a button. Thank you so much, everybody. God bless. Stay safe. Take care of yourselves and each other. And please consider helping the people in need of thread. Please donate either through the little $ below the video or to my PayPal account that's in the description box. It doesn't take much. A little something. If everybody pitches in a little something, it's going to change somebody's life. Okay? Thank you so much, everyone. Bye-bye.